Alright, so I'm gonna be skipping this intro for the video, but if you want to, like and subscribe just in case you want to, and you can still follow me on Twitter and Instagram just in case you want. Just in fucking case. I can't stress that enough. But let's get into this. My god. It's actually been a couple months since I even heard anything from this game Octopath Traveler, which unfortunately, since I still do not have a Switch, because financially I'm still like struggling. I've been like that for 4 years. Wasn't as bad as it was in 2015. Out of all the years of my life, I think that was like the worst year I struggled the hardest in finances. So I'm not going to get into because my personal, private, like real life situation that went down. I mean, nothing bad really happened. I didn't go to jail or prison or anything. Because if I did, I would have been gone from YouTube a while ago, and in pretty much real life too. But anyways, yeah. Long story short, my God, this is pretty wild, man. We got a new Octopath Traveler. This is Octopath Traveler for PC, leaked by Square Enix itself. So this comes from this dude. I already said his name a couple times in the past, but it's been a while since I've seen him do anything. So this one comes from Giuseppe Nova. I've talked about the dude a couple times before. Not him personally, but like the articles that he writes is what I've read. So it's fun. It's nice to see the dude back making articles again. I haven't seen him in a while, man. It was like either December last year or January earlier this year. The last time I seen an article from him doing a Twinfinite article here. So it goes on to say, I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm only going to read bits and pieces of it. So it says, today, Square Enix accidentally published a blog post ousting a PC release of its successful retro-style JRPG Octopath Traveler. While the blog post has been since taken down, it spelled the release data in quiet, clear terms and indicated a release date on Steam on June 7th. You can check out the full text below. It doesn't include anything specifically new besides the platform, but it's also a good refresher for those who did not play the game, which I'll leave a link to the whole video in social mouse down below, but I'm going to read the other little part that you hear. I don't want any specific like spoilers or any potential spoilers that could ruin the shit for me, because I would love to go into this game by the time either June, July, or August. More than likely, probably September when I get a Switch, because I want to get one right before Pokemon Sword and Shield come out. So I'm waiting for that. I should be getting my vacation checks so I could have enough money for a Switch by then. So there goes all that. I'll leave it down there. And this is mainly going to be Pokemon news related shit, because yesterday we got a little bit of an more extra, beautiful, spicy, cheesy, as beautiful as all hell, extra awesome news. This is at this point, we don't know if the post was withdrawn simply because it was not ready for prime time, because the release data may not be finalized. So take this with a customary grain of salt until Square Enix makes this announcement official. And incidentally, the franchise is also coming to the mobile with a prequel game, while the Switch version is shipped 1.5 million units. If you don't like what to know more about the game, or if you'd like to know more about the game, you can read our review to the original release and sources from Gametsu. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions is really good stuff. I'm real happy that it's making its way to PC now. So all my PC fans out there, you can finally get the chance to play Octopath Traveler if you don't own the Switch. That's some good stuff, especially if you're a real hardcore in a JRPG, which I'm not. I do like a lot of the old school retro design that they put for Octopath Traveler. That's one of the main reasons I really, really want to Switch, besides, obviously Pokemon Sword and Shield and a bunch of other Nintendo titles. Not just the real super big AAA ones. Even some of the indies look pretty damn smooth too. Alright, let me get my drink on real quick. Hold on. Sorry about that, friends. Thought I heard some pizza delivery guy ring the doorbell. Apologies on that. That's why I was kind of quiet for 30 seconds after I took my drink of water. If you don't believe me, not trying to do ASMR, but that's what I'm drinking, water. Anyways, let's get on to the real meat, bread and butter, and potatoes of this freaking series. This news article, which it's actually been a couple months since I read anything from Cerebi. I think I'm not 100% sure when. I think it was August, September, the last time I even read anything from Cerebi. Or some of the British and Australians, when they do that little accent, they say Cerebi instead of Cerebi or Cerebi. I actually like looking on Bulbapedia a lot more than Cerebi. No offense to anyone, especially that dude Joe Merrick, and then his little girlfriend Marty. And a shout out to this chick. She's awesome as fuck. I think she deserves a lot more subscribers and views. And these virtual accomplishments on YouTube. So I'll leave the link to her channel description box down below. That chick is awesome, bro. I don't know how. It's weird because she's connected to like 3 or 4 other real big giant PokeTubers, and she only has like less than 4,000 subs. That's weird. And her friends got over 100,000 plus subscribers, and they get an ass load of views. I don't know. I guess this is how the algorithm works, unfortunately. But yeah. Anyways, this one comes. Obviously, a lot of these people are usually working for Joe Merrick. It is what it is. So, Thursday, Pokemon Sword and Shield Core Strongest Move Contest. That's not what I'm here to read about. I'm just going to read about the Detective Pikachu stuff. So, links down below if you want to read it yourself. In the movies department, Pokemon Detective Pikachu, with tickets starting to be able to be purchased around the world, with more regions opening tickets in the next couple of weeks. Some of the new posters for Detective Pikachu have been released, and this time is from the mainland China version of the movie. These posters showcase 6 of the main Pokemon from the movie with a neon silhouette surrounding them. So, here's the thing. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions on this. If any of you people did not watch that thing on Twitter yesterday, I think it was like a big one. I don't know if some Warner Brothers pictures themselves, or because I know I got this retweet thing from some person that I follow. I don't remember who it was, but shout out to the person that did that. Awesome as all freaking hell. If you did not look at any of the pictures, how bad as hell these things look IRL. This one, I know I've shitted a lot in Charizard in the past. About the past 10, 11 years I've been doing YouTube videos. In my older second channel. And this channel I've had for about, I think, 8.5 years. The other one's about 10 going on 11 years old. So the past years I've been doing YouTube. Even before I was on YouTube, like, I never really liked or gave a shit about Charizard. I've always shit on that thing's reputation to being the overpopularized, overrated Pokemon. And no offense if any people, like I've been saying for past 10, 11 years on YouTube. You can like Charizard all you want. I don't have a problem with that. That's cool. That's all fine and dandy. I'm cool as all hell with that. It's gravy to me. I have no problem with you. I have no hatred or animosity towards you. That's great. You can like that one and Blastoise all you want. This is the thing. If it wasn't, and I've said this for like the billionth umpteenth time, but if it wasn't for the first 5 Pokemon that introduced me to Pokemon, which nobody really introduced me to, if it wasn't for that one time way back in 97 or 98, I think when the anime came out, along with the games, Red, Blue, and Yellow came out. Actually, no, it was 99 when Yellow came out, but you get what I'm saying. It was all in the mid-late 90s, mainly in the late 90s. If it wasn't for Bulbasaur's evolution line with that Bulbasaur episode where he goes to like the Bulbasaur secret garden, if I would have never seen that one, Ivysaur, Venusaur, and then my other first episode that I saw like a couple days or weeks later with, I think Bulbasaur fighting Rhyhorn and Rhydon for the first time. If it wasn't for either of those 5 Pokemon, like as crazy as fucking hell as it sounds, I wouldn't probably never been a Pokemon fan ever. Or maybe I would have, but maybe generation 2, 3, or 4 years later, I probably would have been a fan of it. Who knows? I probably would have been a way more bigger Star Wars fan, or hell, a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Compared to if Yu-Gi-Oh would have got bigger than Pokemon. Who knows? If it would have just ended right there. I always wonder. I'm giving my deep emotional thoughts and views and opinions on this. What other franchise would I have been in for the past 21, probably 22 years? It's crazy. It is what it is, though. But anyways, not trying to get all like a soppy, a bitch, or a pussy or anything like that. I'm just saying. I gotta let you know what it is. Out of all of them, I'm not gonna lie. This one right here, let's see. This version of Jigglypuff, I know a lot of people were shitting on Jigglypuff's realistic, hyper-realistic design, but it looks nice. Even the original one actually looked pretty good. It's funny because I really hope to God that Warner Brothers, please, don't fuck up Clefairy or Clefable's design of Clefairy. Because that's the one that's literally near and dear to my heart, because the main reason I always liked that Pokemon over the Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, and Igglybuff one, is I know Togepi, Togetic, and Togekiss, they can learn Metronome too, but for some reason I've always liked Clefairy and Clefable way more because that was the exclusive move that they had, and you can use any Pokemon attack whenever the fuck you want. That's the main reason I always really like Clefairy and Clefable. So hopefully Game Freak and the Pokemon Company do not make Warner Brothers fuck up their designs on that. Because I'm going to be such an angry fanboy if they fucked up, especially my super favorite Pokemon. So there's that. Luckily, one of them, they didn't look that bad. There was another one. Oh my god. I wish I had the fucking picture for it, man. I think Torterra was the one. Liepard. I was going to call this Liepard. Purloin. They did damn good on fucking Purloin's design. It's just one of my favorite Gen 5 like fodder Pokemon that you find in the beginning from Black, White 1 and 2. I'm glad they didn't screw this one up. It looks literally like something, if it was a real life cat, this is what I would want to look like. So I'm glad Warner Brothers didn't fuck up this design. Thank God. And Torterras, oh my god. Fucking Torterras. It doesn't look hideous or ugly or anything. It literally looks like if Pokemon were literally in the physical real world, that's exactly what they would look like. Oh my fucking god. One of the greatest freaking designs I've seen. The Magikarp one looks kind of nasty, I'm not gonna lie. But he probably would be slimy and disgusting most of the time. If he was a real, like, living, physical, actual creature. Not just virtually, but physically. And there goes a Sneasel, Pangoro, Ludicolo. He looks alright. I'm not crazy. He was never one of my favorite Pokemon, so I probably don't care too much for that. Actually, matter of fact, I'm going to search it right now, and I'm going to end it there. I'm done with the articles. You guys can leave now if you want, but before I do go, if you want to stay with me a little bit longer, I'm going to put Torterra. Because holy shit, Torterra looks absolutely dope as shit, man. My god, I cannot get over that, man. Honestly, I can't. He looks so freaking good, man. I don't know if he's in here. Like, oh my god. Sneasel looks pretty sick too. I think the only thing I didn't like how they did Sneasel, I think it's supposed to have 3 of those long feathered tails, and he only had 2. So I'm a little concerned about that. For the people that are doing graphic designs for Pokemon, make sure they actually have a fuckload of experience of every single fucking Pokemon, not just the Gen 1s either. Make sure they're getting all the Generation 1 through 7. I understand they don't do any Gen 8 ones. When the Detective Pikachu 2 movie comes out, there's rumors on it. I wouldn't be surprised if they're already making it right now. Then they'll probably put Gen 8 Pokemon in there. So I'm not going to fault them, Warner Brothers and the artists and directors and designers, for not putting Gen 8 Pokemon in this version, because they were already working on this movie before Gen 8 was announced. So I'm not going to blame them for that. They get a pass on that. But man, this one and the other one looks sick. I cannot wait to see what Weavile looks like either, man. That's going to be the shit right there. I'm hyped. Oh my god. I just want to end up being an only like fucking grown-ass adult guy that doesn't have like kids to bring with, because, you know, obviously I don't have children of my own, but if I did, I would totally bring them to go see this movie. So any parents out there, especially the ones that are around my age, in their mid-late 20s, early mid-30s, you had kids, guarantee you. And if you were into Pokemon the same way that I was in the 90s and shit, you got to bring your kids to this freaking movie. You have to, bro. You're doing it like a disservice, a disjustice, if you don't bring your kids to see this movie. You know, it is what it is. And that's all I got to say for now, and I'm out of here. I'm done being all hyped because my voice is starting to go too. And yeah, I don't even care if Ryan Reynolds makes Pikachu say weird ass, awkward like jokes. That's cool as fuck. They can be cringy for fuck for all I care. I just care about it having a lot of action, a really good background story, and hopefully not screwing up the Pokemon designs. Make them they're gonna make them in a more super realistic, hyper realistic way. Make sure all their design details are exactly the same way they are in the game. I'm just saying. Don't leave nothing out. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls. And as always, otakus and hikikomoris out there, I'll see you when I see you guys. Good day, good night, wherever you're at in the universe out there. Stay tuned for future content on this channel, including articles, reviews with video game industry news, anime, manga news, internet news, and our apps of the video. Take it easy. Peace out, my sauerkraut. Late and goodbye. We'll see all of you on the flip side. Alright, take it easy. I'm gone. I'm out. Stay tuned for more future content on this channel. My God. Torterra, my baby's in here. Hopefully all my other Final Evolution starters are going to be in there too that are my favorite. Peace.